November 26, 2008. Chaos erupts in Mumbai, India, as a series of coordinated terrorist attacks start to take place. The attacks last for 4 days and were carried out by 10 terrorists who were members of Lashkar-e-Taiba, a Pakistani-based militant group. The attacks targeted multiple locations across the city, including a train station, a cafe, and several hotels, and resulted in the death of 166 people and injuring over 300 others. This is the story of the 26/11 attacks. In the midst of the night, 10 men approached the shores of Mumbai, India's financial capital, on a small rubber dinghy. Unknown to the people of Mumbai, a series of horrific attacks were about to unfold. These 10 men were not ordinary criminals. They were members of Lashkar-e-Taiba, a Pakistani-based militant organization. For months they had trained in guerrilla warfare, bomb making, and handling high-grade weaponry, all with a single goal in mind: to bring India to its knees. The group was led by Zaki Rehman Lakvi, a senior member of Lashkar-e-Taiba. He had orchestrated the entire operation from a safe distance and was directing his men through satellite phones. The plot, maliciously planned and ruthlessly executed, was designed to shock India and the world. The attackers split into groups, each with a specific target in mind. They infiltrated the busy metropoles, blending in with the unsuspecting crowd. At 9:30 p.m., the first attack took place at the Chhatrapati Shivaji terminus, the city's main train station. Armed with AK-47s and grenades, 2 of the terrorists opened fire on the helpless passengers, indiscriminately killing 58 people and injuring over 100 others. Panic and chaos started as people start to flee for their lives, only to be met with a hail of bullets. Simultaneously, another group of attackers stormed the iconic Taj Mahal Palace Hotel. The terrorists arrived at the hotel at around 9:50 p.m. and entered the building, where they began firing indiscriminately on guests and staff, taking hostages and engaging in a standoff with security forces. They set fire to the building, flames casting a dim glow over the Mumbai skyline. The attacks at the Taj Mahal Palace lasted for 3 days and resulted in the death of 31 people. The third group of terrorists, consisting of 2 members, headed to the Leopold Cafe, a popular eatery located in the Kalba district. The terrorists arrived at the cafe at around 9:45 p.m. and started opening fire on patrons, killing 10 people and injuring several others. The attack lasted for 10 minutes, after which the terrorists fled the scene. Another hotel, the Oberoi-Trident complex, were also designated by the terrorists. The attackers went from room to room, hunting down and executing guests. The scene of the terror at these hotels were no different from what was happening at the Taj Mahal Palace, resulting in the death of 10 people and injuring over a dozen. The city reeled from the ongoing assault. Another group of terrorists struck a Nirmani house, a Jewish community center. The attackers took several hostages, including the center's rabbi and his wife. They would hold them captive for the next 2 days, with a tragic outcome. Back at the Taj Mahal Palace, the Indian security forces had mobilized to counter the attackers. The National Security Guard, NSG, an elite counter-terrorism unit, was called in from Delhi. Nicknamed the Black Cats. With their black uniforms and stealthy tactics, the NSG was the best hope for India for neutralizing the terrorists. As the Black Cats arrived in Mumbai, they faced a formidable challenge. The terrorists had entrenched themselves in the hotels and were well-armed, well-trained, and determined to fight to the death. The NSG had to navigate a complex urban landscape filled with innocent civilians and booby-trapped with explosives. The operation to retake the Taj Mahal Palace was named Operation Black Tornado. The NSG stormed the hotel, engaging in intense close-quarter combat with the terrorists. Going room by room, floor by floor, the Black Cats inched closer to the terrorist stronghold. Amidst the smoke, fire, and bloodshed, the security forces managed to rescue many hostages and eliminate the terrorists. At the same time, a separate NSG team moved to regain control of the Oberoi-Trident complex and face similar challenges. After a long, harrowing battle, the NSG successfully neutralized the terrorists and rescued the remaining hostages. The operation, however, came at a cost, with several security personnel losing their lives. Meanwhile, at the Narmani house, the situation had become desperate. The terrorists had executed several hostages, including the rabbi, his wife, and 6 others. A swift and decisive action was needed to save the remaining captives. The NSG, supported by India's Navy Marine Commandos, Marcos, launched an assault on the building. The operation, codenamed Operation Cyclone, involved rappelling from helicopters onto the rooftop of the building and engaging the terrorists in close quarter combat. After hours of fierce fighting, security forces killed the remaining terrorists and freed the hostages. The nightmare that had gripped Mumbai for over 60 hours has finally come to an end. The city, however, was forever changed. The brutal attacks had left over 170 people dead and more than 300 injured. Families were shattered, and the scars of the tragedy would remain etched in the hearts of the survivors. The 26/11 attack sent shockwaves through India and the international community. The brazenness of the assault and the apparent ease with which the terrorists had infiltrated one of the world's most popular cities raised serious questions about global security. Investigations revealed that the attackers had exploited weaknesses in India's coastal security and intelligence networks. In the aftermath of the attacks, India undertook significant measures to enhance its security apparatus. Coastal surveillance was bolstered, and the NSG presence was expanded to major cities across the country. Intelligence sharing between various agencies was strengthened, and counterterrorism training was intensified. The 26/11 attacks were a tragic and senseless act of terrorism that left an indelible mark on the city of Mumbai and on India as a whole. The attacks demonstrated the need for constant vigilance and the importance of cooperation between different security agencies in dealing with the threat of terrorism. While the scars of the 26/11 attacks will never fully heal, the resilience and courage shown by the people of Mumbai in the aftermath of the attacks served as a testament to the human spirit. The city has moved on and continues to thrive even in the face of adversity. On August 15, 2010, nearly 2 years after the attacks, the Taj Mahal Palace Hotel held a grand reopening ceremony. This significant event coincided with India's Independence Day, symbolizing the triumph of freedom and unity over hatred and division. The reopening was attended by dignitaries, business leaders, and celebrities from all around the world, as well as the brave security personnel who had risked their lives to save the hotel, its guests, and staff during the siege. In the years that followed, the Taj Mahal Palace Hotel resumed its role as a symbol of Mumbai's thriving hospitality industry and a beacon of hope for a brighter future. The memory of the 26/11 attacks will forever be a part of its history, but the hotel stands tall and a living testament to the courage, determination, and resilience of a city and its people who refuse to be defeated by terror. If you guys enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave a like, as it does help out the channel a lot. And if you have any events or operations you want me to cover, just go ahead and leave that in the comment section down below and I'll see what I can do. With all that being said, hope you guys enjoyed the video and I'll see you on the next. Peace.